Hello everyone, this is David with BBL Systems and Solutions, the creators of the most powerful and comprehensive point-of-sale program within the bridal industry. In this video we're going to be talking about how to create a ticket directly from an event. As you can see, I have the event pulled up on the screen, and there are two ways that you can create a ticket when you're in this particular screen. You can either click the drop-down menu, go down to New Ticket and click on that, or you can go to the person's last name and double-click on the last name. And then this dialog box shows up. It says, is this sale for this particular event? Now you have two choices, either yes or no. In this case, I'm going to select yes. However, if I select no, it's still going to create a ticket. However, it's going to not attach that ticket to this particular event. And then you'd end up having to switch it, or maybe you want to do it this way. But in this particular case, we're just going to click yes because we want it for this event and we want to keep track of it under this particular wedding. So you can see that the customer is correct, the event is correct, and it's got all the different timestamps up here that are very helpful for when you're later on down the road when you need to kind of troubleshoot some things. So we're going to go ahead and enter the style code in. And then I entered that in. You can also scan it in here if you have a scanner, if you scan your barcode in this field. Then I'm going to hit tab, and then this note comes up, but it just kind of tells us what it is. Now this is something that's set by whomever receives this into inventory, so this may vary from store to store, that note or comment. And then you want to go and you want to see the size. Now it's asking you for the size. That's odd. What sizes are there? Well, as it turns out, there aren't any sizes, but it does, when you click the little binoculars, the spyglass, it does show you that we do have 5 on hand. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to click OK because I want my bride to have one of those. And so once you do that, you can start to see that the price field is filled. There's a reference line here. Sometimes, depending on the store, you might want to put a little note in there if there's something that's a little odd, or that you want whomever take care of all the business receipts at the end of the night that you want them to know. And then if you notice here too, the next field that we have is the sales associate, and you can see that there's sales 1, sales 2, sales 3, and then there's clerk. The difference is that sales 1, 2, and 3, that's if you need to split the sale in any for whatever reason, and every store obviously has their own policy on that. In this particular case, we're just going to do the 1 sales, and then the next one we're going to do the clerk. That's whomever is ringing the sale up. Now it can also it's okay for it to be the same, because if you're going to be ringing your own sale up, you're going to be the clerk. However, if you're, say, at the counter and you're ringing up for somebody else, you want to put your initials in there. So we've got that set there, and I'm just going to go and move this up a little bit, and you can see down here I want to hit save. Once I hit save, this box pulls up, and it says pick up now, pick up later, or special order. Those are the 3 choices you have at this moment. Now this bride is going to be taking this item with her. This is a kit that she's going to take with her out of the store, just like a piece of jewelry or just like a veil perhaps. So we're going to be picking up now. If you pick up later, that means it's going to go. You're going to be keeping it at the store, and it gets tracked within the pickup inventory. If you do special order, that goes into a completely different process where it's ordered and comes in at a later date. But again, we want to do pick up now if the item is leaving the store with them that particular day. So you can see it shows up on the line items down here, and it says on the item status, it says taking, and we got the sale and everything like that. So everything's all set. So at this point, you can go ahead and you can hit payment if you want to take payment at that point. Now, what you also can do, let's say that we're running a sale on this. So we're going to go ahead and we're going to come down to adjust, cancel, extra charge, and then we're going to adjust this line item. You can see a bunch of different options here, but in this particular case, we're going to do adjust line item. This is going to be the most common thing that you're going to be using, is adjusting the line item. And then we're going to, now there are different markdown codes, and in this particular case, you can look and see if you have a particular markdown code for your store that you want to do. In this case, we're going to say no, we don't. We're just going to do a 10% off. You can do minus 10%. Oh, looks like I did it wrong here. So it assumes that that's minus. So we're going to do 10%. Oopsies. 10%, hit tab. And then in this case, we're going to do other. Now each store is going to have to set this up, but in this particular example, that's what I have it set under. So just make sure you clarify that. Usually you want to hit the glass and then you look for your discount code there. And now we're going to hit, you can also put reference in here. If there is some sort of reference, if you have, again, if you're giving a discount and there isn't you want to do a little bit of explaining, you can do it very briefly there, maybe a few words or so. We're going to hit save. Move this up a little bit again. Hit save, and it's telling me to enter the clerk. I'm going to enter the clerk again because again that can be different. So I'm going to hit save, and there's the adjustment. It automatically took the 10% off. Okay. So now you can see that the total down here now is 280. Before it was 311. Now it's 280.37, and now we can go ahead and take payment. So once you're ready, once everything is set up inside the ticket, you go ahead and you don't hit done, because if you hit done, that actually takes you back to the members screen. And then in this case, we're done. We want to pay for it. We're going to hit payment, and then this box shows up. And depending on your setup, it's going to be a little bit different, but usually you want to hit credit. We hit credit, and then we type in the amount that that person is paying today, depending on your store policy, and then you click Save Payment, and then you run the credit cards. So that's how you ring up something and create a ticket within the Profit system on the most simple and basic terms. If you have any questions or concerns, of course, give us a shout at support@bblsystems.com. We'll be happy to help out. Have a great day.